easy go.
Hey, what's going on guys, KTB Gaming here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over how to get gold / Damascus / platinum on the knife. The combat knife is a secondary and it is a melee weapon. The combat knife requires you to be very close to your targets but also offers an immense movement speed. The combat knife is actually one of the fastest, if not the fastest weapon in the entire game. I recommend working on the combat knife as soon as you can or have it working as your secondary and slowly grind it out. The combat knife has 10 different camos, which are spray paint, woodland, digital, dragon, splinter, topo, tiger, stripes, reptile, and skulls. Each of these camo groups has their own separate challenge for unlocking different camos, and I would recommend that you use the following setup as you are working on these challenges. First and foremost, you're going to be wanting to use the combat knife as your secondary because this is the gun that we're obviously trying to get gold. Primary, you want to have a riot shield because this offers a lot of protection. If somebody is shooting you from behind, you cannot take damage. If they're shooting you from the front, you can quickly switch to defend yourself and you'll be all good there. For perks, I recommend using double time as your first perk because when double time is used, you get a 30% speed movement, which is very good for closing in on targets and most importantly, killing people as fast as you can. Two other good options are EOD, so you take less damage, and quick fix, so you heal right after you start slashing people. For your second perk, I personally use restock just because I like to use the throwing knife. I like to have a steady supply of them. You can also use ghosts to stay protected. You can also use high alert to see when people can see you. For perk 3, I use either shrapnel, battle hardened, or tracker. Personally, I think they're all very good choices. Tracker lets you see where people are, you can easily follow them and chase them down. Shrapnel lets you get another throwing thing, so if you want to get a throwing knife or a thermite or whatever. And battle hardened offers, again, more protection, which is both very useful. For my lethal, I run the throwing knife just because it's very fast, so you can throw it super quick and get easy kills with it. And as my tactical, I use the stim because stim offers you health and also gives you a slight speed boost when you activate it. When you're playing with the knife, you want to make sure you're staying low and you're moving as fast as you can. You want to remember to crouch because that is obviously a challenge, but also crouching offers you more protection as you're a smaller target. When you stay low and go fast, it's also harder to hit you as you have an immense movement speed boost. I would also recommend camping around corners that people constantly play on. For example, on shipment, in the corners right around the barrels, you wait for somebody to walk by and you slash them right in the dick. Overall, I think the combat knife is one of my favorite weapons to use in the entire game, but I can understand how it can get very tedious as you do the challenges. So let's get into the challenges. First up is spray paint. Spray paint requires 200 enemy kills. This is very easy, this will happen completely by itself without any effort from you. Difficulty, circumcision. Next up is woodland. Woodland is getting 50 kills while injured. This one will happen again completely by itself because people will be shooting at you while you're coming in to slash their throats. Remember that getting kills while injured is something that you should not necessarily focus on just because it'll happen by itself. But if you do want a little bit of assistance, I recommend throwing a thermite at a wall and walking right in front of it, take a slight bit of damage, and then go rush your enemy. Or throw a thermite at the enemy, and then slide in and get the knife kill. Difficulty, Mickey Mouse hiding in the corner. Next camo group is digital. Digital requires 50 kills from behind. This one is pretty easy, but this is something that I forget to do sometimes. You can always run around people, go fast. That's always a great way to get kills from behind. The other way is just to sneak up on people and play kind of stealthy, both of which are great options for this knife. Difficulty, grabbing booty cheeks. The next camo group is dragon. Dragon requires 30 kills while using dead silence. Now, dead silence is something you should be equipping on your class at all times when you're using the knife because dead silence offers you an immense boost to your movement speed. This one, use your specialist. If you want to really grind it out, I recommend using tune-up just so that you can reload it really fast. But this one you don't have to worry about because in 5 or 6 dead silences, you'll be able to knock this one out. And a fun fact, if you get a kill while you have dead silence and you're using a knife, your dead silence will completely refresh, allowing it to be extended even longer. Difficulty, eating booty cheeks like it's butter. Our 5th camo group is Splinter. Splinter requires 50 kills while crouching. Now this one is very easy, but for the love of God, please remember to do it. All you have to do is press B, press circle, press C, whatever your crouch button is, and squat down and get the knife. I recommend doing this right before you get the kill, like sprint up to somebody, and then right before you knife them, squat down, and then knife them. Getting 50 kills while crouching isn't hard, but it's very tedious, and it is a pain in my dick. So, difficulty, inserting urinary catheter. Our 6th camo group is Topo. Topo requires getting 25 double kills. This is very easy as people generally camp close together, and this knife is very fast. You'll be able to whip around no problem. So, difficulty scale.
This is good shit.
Number 7 is Tiger. Tiger is getting kills while enemy is near smoke. This one, all you really have to do is add a smoke to your class, throw a smoke whenever you see an enemy, slide on in there and get the kill as fast as you can. A lot of times other players will have smoke and they'll throw it in. Personally, I never needed to throw smoke and actually go into it just because other people had already thrown it. This one can be annoying when shipment 24/7 is not in rotation. Difficulty, eating a wet rat. Next up is Stripes. Stripes requires getting 10 buzz kills ending an enemy kill streak. This one you cannot plan for at all. This one just happens. It's unpredictable, really, in a sense. So, difficulty 9/11. Second to last is Reptile. Reptile requires executing 25 finishing moves. This one is very easy. All you have to do is hold down your melee button when you're behind somebody. To do this, all you have to do is walk right up to them, right when you're behind them, and obviously just hold it down. Pretty easy, pretty quick. I do not recommend doing this on a small map such as shipment because you're going to get your ass cheeks absolutely blasted. This one for some reason starts to count the moment you start using the weapon, so if you get any finishing moves executed before you unlock this camo set, it will still count. Because it's so easy to get them, and you have to be pretty good of an expert in this game to be able to do them. Difficulty, telepathic circumcision. Last but not least, it's Skulls. Skulls is getting 3 enemy kills without dying. All you have to really do is slash dash, cut some balls off, that's all about it. For this one, difficulty.
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh.
But that's going to be it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, make sure you do like, share, subscribe, comment, favorite, all that wonderful stuff. Go down below, drop a comment on what gun you want to see next. Or if you want to see a different type of video, or even possibly a different video game, please leave it down below. I'll look at all the suggestions, reply to as many comments as I can. You know I love you all. I'm KTB Gaming, and peace out.